What's up? We're back, and guess what? We're going over Smoker. Smoker reads: give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 cost during this turn. Then, if there is a character with 0 cost, this leader gains 1,000 power during this turn. So you're manipulating characters' costs and adding attack to Smoker. Beat stick plus cost manipulation. Pretty cool. And we'll notice that I did not say budget deck this time. This deck is expensive. Kuzan, we got 4 of these. On play, draw 1 card. When attacking, give one of your characters -4 to their cost during this turn. Card's real good. Like, real good. Next up, we got Kobe. You may trash 1 card from your hand, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. Sakazuki. You may trash 1 card from your hand, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. I don't know if you're detecting a theme, but we might be going Navy. We got Suru. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -2 cost during this turn. It's also a 2k counter. Really good card. 1 drop. It's really good. We got Borsalino. This character gains 1,000 power and cannot be KO'd by effects during your opponent's turn, and it's a blocker. Pretty dope. Give all of your opponent's characters -5 to their cost. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0. This card, real good. This is your 10 drop curve right here. This is your 10 drop big boy. 10k damage. Shit's good. Now, if you know me, you know I don't really play meta decks. So this is where we start breaking into your off-meta stuff for this deck, which I think is very cool. Ooh, let me backtrack. We got one more. Isho. Dawn ×1 on my turn. Give all your opponent's characters -3 to their costs. On play, if your opponent has 6 or more cards in their hand, trash 2 cards from your opponent's hand. This card's also really good. It's your 8 drop curve. So if you have this and your 10 drop Kuzan on the field at the same time, everything your opponent controls is just -7 to their cost. Say what? -7 to their cost. Say what? One more time. -7 to their cost. That is busted with the things that this deck does. Now for the off-meta stuff. All of it is going to be CP9 related or Navy related. Not all of this is off-meta. We've got some staples in here. Tashigi and brand new. We got Smoker and Garp, but we'll get to that when we get to it. We're starting with Kaku. You may place 2 cards with a type including CP from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. Next thing we do is we got Khalifa. We draw 2 cards, trash 2 cards from your hand, then give one of your opponent's character -2 cost during this turn. We got Fukuro. Cannot be KO'd by effects. It is a blocker and a 1k counter. This card's super useful for like stalling and shit like that. We got brand new. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Navy card. Other than brand new, add it to your hand, then trash the rest. We've got Rob Lucci. You may place 3 cards from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less, and one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less. We've got Smoker. This character cannot be KO'd by effects. Dawn ×1. If there's a character with a cost of 0, this character gains double attack. We've got Tashigi. You may rest this character. Give one of your opponent's characters -2 cost during this turn. We've got Garp. You may trash 1 card from your hand. Rest this character. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We've got Shockwave. Up to one of your leader characters gains 4,000 power during this battle. Then KO up to one of your opponent's active characters with a cost of 3 or less. If it's triggered, it's the same thing except for it's a 4 or less. And you don't get the 4K. But you KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. And then finally, Great Eruption. Draw 1 card. Give one of your opponent's characters -2 during this turn. Or your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and trashes it. And that's all the cards in this deck. Honestly, this deck is super fun. It's super interesting to work with characters' costs instead of their attack or their Dawn. It's very, how do I say, It's very versatile. You can get a lot of different things out of this deck. How I tend to play it is I tend to play around the CP cards, um, affect people's cost, kill them with Rob Lucci, and then swing with Kuzan and all the big boys. But tell me if you like it. Tell me what's up. Tell me who you want to see next. I think our next one that we're going to do is either going to be Red Purple Law or Red Purple Luffy. So stay tuned for those. Those are going to be coming soon. And see you next time. Peace.